Hi, for my final project, I wanted to create a LiveBinder that at the completion of this class, I could share with my colleagues at work, as well as the parents of my students. I wanted the binder to serve as an introduction to assistive technology, as well as provide resources and ideas for how to select and incorporate assistive technology throughout the school day. In my first tab, I go over the definitions of assistive technology. Here is a link to a website. And then I found two videos, two, that really describe what assistive technology is in simple, easy to use terms and visuals. I really like this one in particular because it talked about the different areas of assistive technology: access, communication, and entertainment. Then I provided two different websites with examples of assistive technology that someone can look through and kind of get an idea of what assistive technology is. Then I found this video that goes over myths associated with assistive technology, and I thought that this could help answer some questions if you watch this video about assistive technology. The rest of the tabs in this folder are more for parents, kind of what parents should know about assistive technology. I provided links to the federal legislation in case they were curious about that. And then I found this link about assistive technology funding so that they can find out what's out there and what's available to them and how to get what they need for their child. My next tab is what every teacher must know. I start out with a blog written by a teacher who uses assistive technology regularly in her classroom, and she goes over the pros and cons and successes she's had with her students. This is a link to research proving that there is a link between assistive technology and student success. And probably the most valuable resource I found is this resource guide for how to incorporate assistive technology into an IEP. I summarized what could be found over here, but I really liked this because it gives examples of different write-ups and rationales for all the different areas that a student could use assistive technology in. And for someone who's never incorporated assistive technology into an IEP, it's nice that there's examples of write-ups. Then the rest of the tabs in this folder are for specific subject areas such as reading, math, physical education, and it just gives an overview specifically of what assistive technology can be used related to that either subject or disorder and what it would look like related to those children. And then I provided just some websites that link to assistive technology apps and tools. If any of my tabs don't work, you can just click the link right there and it'll open a new tab for you. So this is 15 assistive technology tools for classrooms. And then finally, I found this PDF guide for school administrators about how to, what to look for when purchasing assistive technology. I thought that could be helpful for them. As an SLP, I thought it was important to include this tab. Basically, I just start out with some definitions of what assistive technology is and how it's related to AAC and what ASHA recognizes. I also included a link to Special Interest Group 12, which focuses on assistive technology. This is an excellent blog written by a speech therapist related to AAC. She provides videos, models, lesson plans, handouts, pretty much everything AAC can be found on this website. It's a great resource. Then the next three tabs, 1, 2, 3, are kind of do's and don'ts and tips for teaching AAC. Speech therapists can use this as their own resources, or they can provide these resources with teachers or parents. Then I found this great video about aided language stimulation. Sometimes there's a lot of hard buy-in about the importance of aided language stimulation. Not everyone understands why it's so important, and I thought this video explained beautifully why it's so important for our students. The next two tabs are for the importance of push-in and integration in the classroom and what the SLP's role is in the classroom. Then the next three I included resources for how to write AAC goals. I liked this one specifically, again, by Practical AAC. She provides specific examples of goals in the areas of linguistic, social, strategic, and operational competence. And you can pretty much modify any of these goals or just copy them into an IEP based on your students' needs. And then lastly, I talked about just an AAC evaluation, what to expect, and I included a link to AAC Genie, which is a $12.99 app that you can kind of test with your child to see if an iPad for communication would be appropriate for them before purchasing an actual app. And then there's just 10 Facebook groups related to AAC for speech therapists. I thought that would be helpful as well. Under the Alternative Communication System tab, I just defined what AAC is. I found this great handout that kind of goes over AAC terms and lingo that can be shared with teachers or parents just so they know what terminology you're using. This link compares high-tech to low-tech devices, and then the rest of these tabs are all different various AACs. This is PECS, Picture Exchange Communication System. The PECS website goes into the 6 phases of PECS and gives examples of them. Then I found this video of someone made a core board and just shows the ease of how you can make one yourself. I provided a link to a 1 to 4 button communication device, which you record your voice recordings on. These aren't used so much, but I figured just to have the resource. Then I compared low-tech eye gaze systems to high-tech eye gaze systems like Tobii Dynavox. I included my review for the app Verbally. Verbally is a typing-only app, no pictures. This was the review I did for week 3 in this class. Then I provided the link for GoTalk 9 Plus, which is a static recordable device that you can record up to 45 messages in. GoTalk also created an app, so I just wanted to have this available so you can see the difference between the app and the actual GoTalk device, and there's a video with the app. Then I have the link to the website for Proloquo. In week 4 in this class, I decided for my assignment I wanted to do a how-to guide for how to program Proloquo. One of my goals for this class and for after this class is to continue making how-tos for my parents and the teachers in my building and linking them to this LiveBinder. Then I have a link to the Touch Chat website. And then finally, I found this great YouTube video that compares 4 different AAC systems, and it goes over the pros and cons of all of them. In my last tab, I have Technology for Individuals with Autism. This is a website that just shows the research correlating between assistive technology and students with autism, and it goes into the different areas of the student's day and how you can incorporate assistive technology. Then these are just websites that link to apps related to autism. I included a couple apps here on my page. This is just a visual schedule app. There's tons of them out there. This is just one that we use here at my school. Oops. There we go. And then this is a link for how to use Alexa and Google Home as a form of assistive technology. The video explaining how to use it. Then I included a link for video modeling. That's super important for our students with autism, just what video modeling is, how to make your own video models, what to incorporate. I personally like to use Pictello as a form of video modeling, so I recorded a video model that I made and I provided a video there. Then just links about word prediction, behavior charts. Like I said, there's tons of these out there too. This is just a link for one. And my final link is a website that has resources for social stories, which is super important for our students with autism. So that's my LiveBinder. I hope that this will provide a valuable resource for my colleagues as well as parents. Thank you.